Welcome back to NetWorthy podcast, where we provide coverage on all things NBA. I'm your co-host El Jefe, and I'm joined here by my fellow members of the SFN crew. How y'all fellas doing?
Shout out to David Robinson and shout out to Billy Hall. White man can't jump, but they can jump now. Shout out to Mac McClung.
Oh
Hey,
my goodness,
that's just what they. That's what the
Matt
name of the
McClung.
movie was, man.
It was a good movie. It was definitely a great movie. Oh man. Well, uh, let's get right into it, man, fellas. Luka, the prize Luka on the Dallas Mavs. He broke a record recently, a record that's just crazy that he's even doing this right now, and he possibly could go for seven in a row. Talking about his triple double record. I believe they play, what is it, tomorrow, where he could potentially further extend this record out. Yeah, they play the Bulls tomorrow. So he possibly looking for a seventh triple double record in Chicago. How y'all feel about Luka Doncic and what he recently just accomplished?
The truth is having a hell of a year. Not shocked by what he's doing. Jason Kidd's letting him play freely, be him. And Kyrie's also being, a teammate and stepping to the side and just letting him do his thing. So, proud of Luca, and he just continue to glow up.
Yeah, I mean, it is wonderful to see Luka doing what he's doing, especially with having a guy like Kyrie on his team. He, I don't know, it does make the assists easier. I think they're saying that he's playing a little bit better defense this year as well. Not to say that it's obviously going to add to his. I mean, he's not getting triple doubles with steals and whatnot, but I mean, he's in the post getting rebounds, getting assists and buckets. So it's good for him. But we want to see more from Luka at this point. You got to these sort of stats got to translate to wins. I know we said the same thing about Russell Westbrook at some point. You know what I mean? So I don't think the narrative changes just because Luka's doing it. I think now that we see that you can fill up the stat sheet. You don't want to get into that space where it's like, okay, where you're just stat padding at this point. It's empty calories. Not to say that they are. I'm not saying that they are empty calories, nor were Westbrook's triple doubles empty calories or anything of the sort. But we kind of want to we want to see these translate to wins in meaningful and significant wins. That's ultimately how I feel. Let's see what you got in the playoffs.
Okay, okay. Sav, man, how you feel about Luka Doncic and him breaking the triple double record?
Face of the NBA coming up, man. As soon as Bron's done, I already called it. I'm not gonna say it again. I'm telling you, special, special talent. What
No,
Vince
you're right.
McMahon
I mean,
said, special.
no, you're right about that, man. That man is a special talent. He's definitely special. And speaking of special talents, I got something to ask y'all, man. The MVP race, we got a whole month, just about a month of the season left to go, and the MVP race is heating up. We got a lot of players looking to get to claim that trophy, but I want to know who do you guys think deserves this year's MVP trophy?
Jalen Brunson, it's like, now. The
Oh, you being
guy,
for real? You being for real? Ah, it's joke time.
man,
It's
yeah,
joke time. Okay.
100%.
Yes,
No,
sir.
but he,
We
he's
are the
playing
New
well
York
enough to be in there.
Knicks. We
He's
are the
playing
New
well enough
York.
to be in the conversation, at least. So I give him the props for that. But nah, I'm going with the guy we just spoke about, Luca. Luca's been having a hell of a year, leading in points, having all these triple doubles, being the leader of his team, and also being there for his team, even though he still looks like he's out of shape. He's still getting the job done. Him and Jokic, you don't know how they get it done, but they're getting it done. And I feel like it should be Luca's year, even though he's like in fifth place in the MVP voting. So, but I'll go with Luca.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I would agree with you on that. I mean, if it's not Jokic, it's got to be Luka. I mean, he's having a hell of a year. He just broke this triple double record. I mean, night in and night out, he puts on for Dallas, and he does his thing. He does what he's asked to do, and he just gets the job done. I mean, I agree. I think it's his time to win MVP.
I just seen somebody say that Angel Reese is Draymond Green with a wig.
Yo, chill out.
So
Uh,
with that being said, it's very difficult for me to pick against. Sorry, that was crazy. That was a little out of order. But as of right now, Oklahoma City is number one in the West. If they can continue and end the season at number one in the West with Shea Gilgeous Alexander playing at the rate that he's playing, it's very difficult for me to pick against him to be MVP. So I think that's what I'm going with as far as the MVP race. I'm going with good old SGA. I think it's 31 points, 31, 5 and 6, or 31, 6 and 5. I think that would be enough, especially being number one in the West, would get him the MVP nod.
and that's not a bad call either. I mean, SGA's having a hell of a year. The, that the youngest team in the NBA, they're having. I mean, like you said, they're first in the West right now. So I mean, he's putting on pretty much. There's a running joke that he can't get past 31 points, but I mean, if that's the running joke and you're just scoring 31 every night, I mean, that's that's more than you know half the league is scoring on a. I mean, half the league is scoring half of that or less. I mean, so who cares?
Exactly.
I mean, if I'm just scoring 31 and stopping, who cares? I'm good with that. I mean, my team should be able to score enough points to win with me scoring 31. So, you know, that really shouldn't be a joke. But in any regards, I do agree. That's another good pick. As far as MVP candidates go. Sav, man, who you got winning MVP? LeBron?
Normally, I would say yes, but now it's still Braun. Fuck you talking about? It's always Braun. What type of time is on? It's Braun. It's Braun, bro. Accomplishments, achievements. All he got to do is get to the finals, bro. All we got to do is make postseason. We going and because of the 40K, this be the last time we would get MVP. That's the only saving grace. If we can get to the playoffs because of that and the 40K, we'll get MVP. If not Braun, then it'll be Luka.
There's a more reasonable pick right there.
No, Braun. My first pick was reasonable.
He's not even on the. I can't even bet on him to win
I
MVP right
don't
now.
care what you can bet on. Jimmy Butler.
I can't bet on him either. Nor would I say him.
That's unfortunate. I'm gonna say
He
LeBron.
don't play enough regular season games.
Braun does.
That's fine. I don't think he deserves it.
Haters will hate.
I'm not hating.
It sounds like it. That's fine.
I'm just looking at the numbers and looking where teams are in the standings.
Numbers aren't always a thing. It's March, sir. Numbers don't matter in March. It's all about miracles.
You're right, and he needs one because he's still in the play-in.
Well.
You got to get out of that play-in situation first.
I said that we leaving the players with
And then when he gets out of the play-in situation, he's got to potentially match up against a OKC team, a Wolves team, a Clippers team. I mean, one of those teams at the top. He's got to match up with them. He's not getting out the first round this year, buddy.
I said that we leaving the first round with Dubs.
It's not happening, brother. Just calm down. Just
Yeah.
you just gotta recognize what's going on around you.
You know what I recognize? Greatness.
We'll see what he can do this year, man. We'll see what goes on in the MVP race as well. But yeah, I do agree. Luka deserves it. SGA, shout out to him. Jokic, They all up there, man. They all up in the top. LeBron, I don't know about him this year, but he gonna do LeBron. LeBron did LeBron things. He got his 40K. So shout out to him. But outside of that, we'll be back later on with some more episodes. Make sure to subscribe to us on YouTube at NetWorthy Basketball Podcast. Until next time.
We are the New York Knicks.
Good